this is going to be a great matchup between one of the best offenses and one of the best defenses on this tournament. Boca has scored 60 points in each of their first 2 games, while SAR has only given up 23 total points for an average of 11.5 per game. And tell me about some of the great matchups, personal matchups in this one.
Yeah, like you said, SAR's defense versus Boca's offense. We have Dahlia Fisher leading the league in steals versus the Maytal Citron and Maya Citron, the twins on Boca, the leading scorers of the team, and they have quite good chemistry, don't they, Kenton?
Sure do. And I'll notice that the freshman, Adira Orbach, seems to be starting. I think that's the first game that she started. That's an interesting move from the coach, but she was really lighting it up yesterday.
Hello, this is Tamar David, here with a Sting Live silent reporter. Erin Andrews of Yeshiva Sports.
So, yeah.
Keep it up. Yeah.
So some of the starters for Boca, they got the twins Maya and Maytal Citron. Number 5, Emma Harris.
And we have number 32, which would be Emma Frank.
And rounding it off, number 1, Remy Feintuch.
As you said about Orbach, she hasn't started a game this year, but really proved to earn that starting spot, and looks like the coach gave it to her today.
So for the Sting, the starters are Dahlia Fisher, Kahn, Hecht, Orbach, and Hecht. So we got a couple of sisters against a couple of sisters here. Tip about to start.
And the tip-off should be in a couple of minutes.
Not a huge crowd. It is SAR Sting Spirit Day here at this school, so I expected a bigger crowd, but I don't know. They could make a really big difference in this one.
Yeah, the students seem to be attending class.
They're having a little trouble with the ball here. I don't know. We could have a bit of a Deflategate scandal here at the David Cooper Memorial Tournament. That would not be a great way to start off this game, but you never know. Anything can happen at the Cooper Tournament.
Yeah, as Dahlia Fisher is sometimes compared to Tom Brady, she would not like to be compared to him in this way.
And talk about the freshman Adira Orbach. I've heard that she's really been compared to some of the great ones. Some scouts have told me that she actually has a very similar jump shot to Michael Jordan when he was 14, so that's an interesting thing to look at. I wonder to see where her career will go.
Good point, Micah. Possibly Division I in the near future.
Anything is possible. So number 5, Emma Harris will take the tip.
Versus Hecht. That would be Jessica Hecht, the older sister of the two. Boca wins the tip. Citron, back to Citron. That is Maya Citron with the ball. She passes it. Citron. Back to Maytal. Maytal driving, kicks it out to the corner to Remy.
And you'll see that defense, the Sting, they are all over.
Ooh, great ball movement by SAR, by Boca, as Citron hits the open shot.
And there's an early bucket. That's not what the Sting wanted from Citron.
Good pass from Fisher to Orbach, who can't finish. And one. Hecht puts it in.
Big play by Hecht, picking up her teammate after that missed layup. I think she needed that, you could tell. And look at that replay. Hecht going in strong, and Hecht puts it up.
And here's a crowd coming into effect, roaring after that and one. The momentum should be on SAR's side today.
And bringing it up. Oh, that is Maytal. Maya brought it up before, so they might be kind of an interchangeable player.
Citron into the middle. That would be a backcourt violation. No, I'm sorry. It looks like it's been touched by SAR. Maya Citron back to Remy.
And the Sting seem to be playing 3 in the middle, like maybe looks like a 3-1-1 or a 1-3-1. Interesting defense there.
Good rebound by Orbach, kicks it out to Fisher.
Big board by the freshman, getting it over some older players. That's what I call hustle.
Fisher likes to push the ball. We should see a lot of that today.
Yeah, she's got some fire in her eyes. I could tell. I've seen it more than one time. Oh, nice pass.
Big pick by Kahn as they get it down low again to Hecht, who draws a foul for the second time already today.
That was an attractive pass, I'll tell you. Look at that replay. Fisher.
Fisher. Ooh, what court vision to see her down low.
She is doing her stuff right now. And the free throw. Good. You notice in the backcourt right now, Fisher talking to Orbach. That is a great story. Senior legend mentoring a freshman up and coming.
The only 2 freshmen to ever make varsity. And Orbach is really lucky to have Fisher as her mentor.
Anyone would be.
Year.
And
Remy at the wing.
Taking
looks to the middle.
Time.
Back out to Maytal Citron. Takes the floater, doesn't fall. Rebound stripped by Boca, and it will be out of bounds. Boca ball.
And SAR doesn't stop moving. They're good. Oh,
Good
what
pass.
a pass.
Citron finds her sister down low as Maytal couldn't finish.
And it'll be some sort of stack play there. Gets it into Maytal, who turns it over. Ooh. Hustling and bustling over the floor is Fisher. She'll get the ball.
There you go, Fisher again pushing it whenever she has the opportunity, but great job by the Boca defense to get there and strip the ball from her.
And she was bumping and jumping that ball there. She wanted it bad and forces the jump. That's a hustle play from a great player.
Into the corner to Maytal.
Ooh.
Remy gets hit hard as Fisher was looking for the ball but didn't see Remy in the way and
looking like a corner
foul.
back there, finding a wide receiver and just decking her to the ground. She's a ball hawker. I'll tell you. Haven't seen something like that in many years.
Maytal Citron open in the corner, and that is not a 3. Foot on the line.
And I've seen her practicing that shot in her backyard. She's been working on it real hard, and it's paying off big time in this David Cooper Memorial Tournament.
As you hear the Boca bench playing a role here, giving them momentum. Hecht at the wing, takes a baseline, loses the ball, and it's going to be Boca ball.
And number 11 bringing the ball up.
It's 4-3 Boca, 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
So the Sting are playing their aggressive defense, but they're playing against a harder offense than they have all tournament. They've been playing against some pretty easy offenses thus far, and so it's going to be a little harder task today. But I think Fisher can handle it.
She definitely can. She looks so composed today. Hahn at the wing. So Fisher in the corner, who passes it back to Hecht. Takes it into the paint. Rebound to Remy Feintuch.
And the refs are absolutely working to get up the floor. I think it's a little bit underrated how much exercise it takes to hustle up the floor as a ref. You talk about players that are lagging behind on plays. The refs can't be lagging behind. They hustle.
Yeah, and some like players take breaks and sit on the bench sometimes. The refs are always there running back and forth.
That's true. They are truly underrated athletes of this game, and they need to be acknowledged.
Pump fake by Orbach, one of her best moves, but Boca doesn't buy it. And
I've had that move used on me a couple of times until I whooped her in the post, but that's not important. Number 11 with the ball.
Back to the corner. No good. Rebound by the shooter. Doesn't fall. Remy with the rebound, puts it up, draws the foul.
Nasty hack there. I don't know if she was even going for the ball. She wanted arm there. Physical player is Feintuch.
So I really expect that emotion and energy, and it drives them to play with a lot of heart, so they can.
Bit of a side point here in the timeout. The whole Cooper tournament is going with shorts for the girls as opposed to pants. That was a bold move, but I have full support.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever seen, you watchers have ever seen an SAR Sting game before, but usually the girls wear sweatpants. We'll try to figure out later on in the broadcast about why they're wearing shorts, but for now, it's fooling all of us.
Well, you know what they say, anything can happen in the Cougar tournament, and that's just one example. I'm sure there'll be many more in this game. We've got a big game ahead in store. So, same lineup it seems.
And we're midway through the first quarter. Remy taking 2 free throws.
And the Boca Storm is actually right now on pace just to score 32 points, which would be well under their tournament average. That's a really interesting point, while the Sting are still playing pretty good defense. So they're really controlling the pace with this good passing.
Fisher has her pass tipped. Citron going the other way. What a knock by Khan. Able to read the pass and hits it out of bounds. Almost comes up with a steal.
That's her signature play, Khan. She's very much used to that and seems to practice it a lot.
Khan comes up with a steal there. Orbach going the other way. Takes it to the hoop. Doesn't fall. Rebound Boca. Now Boca's pushing it. They have Citron open. And Maytal Citron can't finish.
And
rebounded Boca as Orbach saves the ball from going out of bounds.
That was a great play. The Storm ref not exactly happy. He was so frustrated that he jumped and his keeper actually fell off him backwards, and he was able to make a no-look catch on the bottom of his back. So kudos to him, but his team is losing in this game right now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, they're winning 4-3, but it's a close one. Oh,
what a
did
pass
I
by
just
Fisher as Khan draws the foul. Great court vision. She finds her there. As we see that Hyman is ready to come in, one of the best players on this team, but unable to get as many minutes as she would like to due to injury.
Yeah, they said earlier this week that she was listed as questionable or doubtful, and they're just going to give her a limited snaps kind of thing, and so see if she can make an impact. She's in, number 55.
With a knee brace on. She looked like she was limping a little bit. Let's see if the lack of speed will affect her in this game.
And for all you parents out there, we do have a trainer, so don't be worried. Your children are not in any serious danger.
And the second free throw is airball, violation. Boca ball. Maya Citron passes it to Remy. Passes it to Emma Frank, and Emma takes it into the middle. Back to Citron. Frank to Maytal.
Flat-footed shot there. I don't know. She must be working the gym or something if she thinks she has the arm strength to pull that off. I would have jumped there, but I'm not playing in this tournament.
Yeah, it didn't look like she set her feet enough and was ready to shoot that shot.
So the crowd total is really creeping up here. You can hear it. They're getting excited about this game, looking for a win against the best other team.
And it's not going to bounce very close to the booth here. It's going to remain SAR ball.
Quick shot of the ref. Getting the ball there. She has done a tremendous job today, and we thank her for her duties.
Khan finds Orbach at the baseline. Back to Khan. Khan open for three. Looked like she might have shuffled her feet there, but refs didn't call it.
I think she definitely shuffled her feet there, but we go to SAR, so I'm not going to make any negative comments.
Oh, almost a great finish by Hyman, but Boca comes up with it, and it's a jump ball.
Another excellent call from the ref. She is doing her job today. A little bit of controversy here. They might be having an argument.
Looks like they're not sure whose ball it is after that jump ball, and it looks like it's SAR's possession. Yeah, also, I seem to remember that Boca got the last jump ball.
They sure did. You've got a sharp memory, Tony.
They don't call me Sharp Tony for no reason.
That is true, my friend. Quite true. And this game's taking a little while to go off here. Time's not running, though, so we've got plenty of time.
Some seniors seem to be drifting in to the gym here to show the support for the Sting.
And
What ball movement. As Orbach drains the 3 off the feed by Fisher.
The kid beating out the woman.
Back to the middle.
Oh.
Finding Frank down low. Number 10 can't finish.
That was
On with
some
rebound.
inspiring ball movement. You notice I actually saw some NBA coaches here before. They're trying to get some of their playbooks off of the Storm's ball movement because they've scored 60 points in each game. So when you've got that kind of offense, you're going to want the team to be like that. And you'll notice that shot by Orbach. She's done that plenty of times. Not going to stop now.
Oh, I was wrong. It appears that Orbach's foot was on the line and it was not a 3.
It's all good.
Ooh. Stripped from Fisher. Boca the other way. Trailing Citron. Gets it back to down low where she finds number 10 who finishes it.
That is just good stuff. One way to penetrate this great Sting defense is ball movement, and these Storm girls are doing some ball movement that I have not seen in quite a while. Pushing it back out to the three-point line, getting it back in the post and putting it up. That's just good offense for you. All the kids out there, you want to watch that, your AAU teams or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like they don't even dribble the ball. They just swing it back and forth. Not even thinking. They just know where their player's going to be and finds them. Great pass by Fisher as the life is airballed. And beating the entire team down the court is Maya Citron, but they don't find her. No foul called.
And this is the way the game is supposed to be played. Fast-paced, great passing. Back in my day, we always used to do this. Young kids never do it anymore. I'm just happy to see the game played right.
Wide open in the corner is Maya Citron, but she passes it out to Remy at point. Back to Maya.
Taking their time are the Storm.
Down low to Emma Frank to number 10 to Maytal Citron, who can't knock down the shot. Orbach looking downfield, and Khan can't finish. That was a great pass by Orbach, and that's the end of the first quarter. Some great defensive display for us today. The offense of Boca versus the defense of SAR, as Boca leads 6-5 after 8. 6-6, I'm sorry. Tie game.
And we're going to take a break for you. Stay tuned for more fun. So coming to you live from SAR, got a tie game here, a couple of subs from Boca. And number 34, that is Isabel Berkeley, her first appearance of the game. Oh, picked off there, they'll get it to Fisher. Same squad for SAR, but a little bit of a different lineup for the Storm. Orbach dribbling around, slings it over to Fisher, and moves over to the side. Fisher, throws it high up for Heft. Thought she was Calvin Johnson or something. Did you see that play yesterday? Toe dropping grab in the end zone.
Yeah, he does not stop to amaze me. It's like Every play he makes now is just, oh, that's just normal Calvin Johnson making a great play.
And too bad he is not Hecht, because that would be a major change in this game, wouldn't it? Oh, Fisher,
Yeah,
nice play there.
Oh,
great ball moving inside, blocked, and rebounded by the Sting. Trying to take it down. Fisher will slow it down and make things her pace.
SAR seems to be going big here with the Hechts and Conan.
Yeah, that's a strong punch. Oh, taken by Citron. That is Maya. And she oh, what a beautiful
Great
pass.
But Emma couldn't come up with it.
And the ball movement in this game really should suggest a higher score, but not finishing layups has been a real story in this one. And
both teams being able to get some nice shot opportunities thanks to great passing.
another turnover. That one picked up by Citron, and she falls to the ground, rolling around like a little bug.
As you can hear the boos from the SAR fans, they're getting into this one as they keep coming into this gym.
Yeah, they didn't like that call, but I think the refereeing has been quite good today. As Citron will bring it out. Gets it over to Berkeley, who puts it inside. That's Englander, her first catch of the day. And the shot, it is no good off the front of the rim. Orbach with a big girl board. And she finds her receiver, but she was not ready. And, was taken back by Boca.
Hecht never turned around, and Boca just grabbed it from them.
Yeah, that's an offensive lapse that can't be happening in such a close game.
They got to be on the same page.
Sure do.
That was a very, very rough play by SAR. That's just how they like to play it.
Oh, no doubt about that. They are rough and tough here in Riverdale. That's how we are made. Gets it into 34, who puts it to Citron in the middle. Bang! She knocks it down. Never going to miss that one.
Fun fact.
She is never going to miss that one.
SAR actually adopted the name, the Bronx Bombers, as it's located in Riverdale in the Bronx.
Oh! Fisher!
The bank is open in Riverdale.
The bank is open.
Fisher banks it in.
And she didn't call bank, but I'm going to give it to her. 9-8 SAR. This is turning into a great game here. Oh, Fisher. Oh, man. Great read there. She read the pass, but it went out of bounds just before she could get it. Storm ball. Citron will bring it in to Berkeley.
She seems to be getting more and more energy as the game progresses.
Yep, she is an aggressive child. No doubt about that. And Orbach defending the weak side. Didn't get over there fast enough, but the shot was off. They'll get it to Fisher just like every single time. And Tony, what do you notice about the way SAR's offense is lined up?
It looks to me like they seem to put a lot of players outside the three-point line and then cut down to the middle for try to get an easy layup there. It's worked in the first quarter, but not so far here in the second, as Boca's locking him down low.
Oh, that's a good point. Is that Seychelle with the ball?
Sichel unable to hold on.
And Seychelle goes down. Wow, I was not expecting that there, but anything can happen at the Cooper tournament. That's what they say.
We say it now, we'll say it later. It's the motto here at this tournament.
Yep. 35, that is Citron. She gives it into the middle, and it is good. Excellent ball movement from the Storm. That is not going to stop anytime soon unless the Sting just lock down on defense.
Gabby Englander has been hitting almost all of her shots here tonight. Seems to be the leading scorer on the team.
Yeah, trust me, I know her. She's the leading scorer of the team and more.
Now she swats that away.
Oh, nice play there. Gets it inside, but blocked by the long arms of Seychelle. Looking like a tree there. Oh, layup is good. Boca's taking a 3-point lead. Their offense is starting to show.
And the Citrons do it again. Their chemistry is unmatchable.
Yep, they can cook up points as well as crepes. They've cooked me some crepes before. And so it'll be Storm ball now. 12-9 is the score halfway through the second. We've got a good game here. The play is actually called Chicago. Not sure what that's referencing, but it seems to be a good play. They'll get it to number 11. That is Citron, who puts it in the middle. Looked like she was going for the corner, but she got it to the middle. Now she'll get it to the corner. The jump shot, good.
Citron is hitting all of her shots. Now she's on fire. You might as well call her Money Citron or Money Mayweather.
That's what they call her at school. Believe me, I'd know. They do call her Money Citron. I sure have.
So
I scouted her. Oh, nice pass into Hyman. She has not had a major impact on this game. I thought she might have a bigger role, but her knee seems to be slowing her down big time. And there was actually a large controversy similar to the Matt Harvey innings limit on whether Hyman should play. Her agent actually called insurance on her knee, but that scandal seems to be over as she is in the game playing hard. And so it'll be Sting ball here. They go with the box play to inbound it. Hecht inbounding.
Yeah, talking about Hyman, she seems to be feeling fine, but her game is clearly not.
Ooh, off the top of the backboard. There's an offensive rebound, but a double dribble. Stellar call once again. You just can't give enough credit to these refs.
Fisher.
Yeah, she seemed to be forcing that one in. Fun fact, Rebecca Hyman actually used to be in my carpool, so I know her game pretty well. And there is number 32 in the game. That's Frank. Citron with the ball. She's been knocking down all day. The shot there, off. Rebounded, and Fisher's got it. Bringing up the ball, taking her time. And the Storm coach seems to be much more interested than the Sting coaches. I don't know if that's a problem. Oh.
The fast break again from Boca, and neither team has been able to capitalize on these fast breaks, which is a huge part of the low scoring of this game.
True dat, true dat. The Sting have scored just 9 points. They are getting whooped. And Fisher goes in, looking to penetrate and get some body, and I'm talking body, and throws it up.
As Gabby Englander is able to take the charge. Or
I don't know how she does it, putting her body on the line so many times. Oh, Fisher caught cheating there. She'll run out of bounds. Offensive board. Oh, just couldn't put it in. Nearly there.
What a save.
Oh, number 34, Isabella Berkeley, putting her first points up today. And the lead is 7.
Great play here by Boca in the second quarter. They're really coming out with energy and starting to finish those shots that they haven't been able to in the they weren't able to in the first quarter.
Amen to that.
7-point lead.
And SAR is driving, and they're just getting body to no end. Oh, wow. A chuck there.
That was a rocket.
Sure was. I thought it might have broken the wall if I didn't know this school was built quite sturdily. They'll call a timeout. And the ref takes the ball in the middle of the court. Sting going over it. Nice. That was actually a three-pointer. Oh, we're going to do a replay of Dahlia's three-pointer here. High off the glass. That was a big play. She'll step up. All the confidence in the world. She's got time and just chucks it off the top of the board. It's good. And the ref, excited about that one, puts her hands up. I don't know if she was celebrating, marking a touchdown or what, but
it seems like she was just calling a three-point shot.
Well, that's possible. I don't mean to get overexcited.
Great vision by Fisher to see the space that Boca gave her.
And so, similar play there. You notice quarterback Fisher and Hecht have been in this one the whole time. Now Dweck will come in the game for her first minutes, number 4. And Fisher bringing it up.
Dweck, known for her relations to Mrs. Dweck, the Arabic teacher. They are fourth cousins.
And there's number 23, Shawnee Wolfson, a big fan of LeBron James and Michael Jordan. And a bucket is good. Boca's lead is now double SAR. They are just dominating here. SAR's got to get it going on offense.
Fisher coming to swat that with anger, but couldn't get a piece of it.
Yeah, she's angry. You could just tell by the look on her face.
That's when she plays her best.
That's a nice low floater there. make it 18-11, but SAR's got to keep up their offense because, what a play there. Getting down and dirty.
Hacks with those floaters compared to Tim.
I've heard that before. Yeah, she's got some big names coming up her way. But let's not give her such high expectations because we don't want to let down. Hyman standing in the middle with a knee brace. And she's just floating out there. They'll get Fisher the ball. She is screaming.
Orbach playing at the point, not her usual spots. Usually Fisher, who's there now. Fisher takes it in, but can't finish.
Oh, big board by Dweck. She wanted that one bad, and she gets it out to Orbach. Over to Fisher. Taking her time out to Orbach. A little pump fake and the floater. No good, but she'll go to the line. Aggressive play by Orbach as we near the end of the half. That's what SAR needs. A good farewell message to the half, which has not been very kind to them. And so the free throws by Orbach, the freshman out of Carmel Academy.
A few things that the coaches are going to tell SAR at halftime. One's got to be finishing. They have not been able to finish here, and they really got to work on that if they want a chance in the second half.
Nice free throw there by Orbach, and that's a good point. I think that goes not just towards this game or even the sport of basketball. Finishing a task is truly a key component to being a quality member of life and society. But here Orbach's second free throw. Does it go? It is no good. And that's 8 seconds left. Chance for one last point. And Citron gets in, and she is fouled. So a little more action in the second quarter here. That was a tough play for the Sting. She'll go to the line. Aggressive as always.
Two big fouls within the last 11 seconds of the half. Both teams have the opportunity to put some more points before we go to the break.
And so number 23 will get in the game for the last 3.9 seconds. I've heard that she has some amazing skill in the art of buzzer beating. That's why she's in there.
As she wears the Michael Jordan number 23, maybe she can pull up some heroics here at the last seconds.
Orbach shot
from
deep. No good. I thought that one had a chance. So that's the end of the first half. 19-12 Boca. Boca's controlled and paid off offensively. SAR has been really just dominated on defense. They've gone in and been rejected many times. And we'll be back. First half is done.
Make these your years to connect.
Make these your years to engage.
Make these your years to forge friendships.
Make these your years to challenge yourself.
Make these your years to discover.
Make these your years to shape a community.
Make these your years to contribute.
Make these your years to find your passion. Make these your years to develop your voice.
Make these your years to appreciate Israel.
Make these your years to learn Torah. Make these your years to participate.
Make these your years to build your future.
Today we have the great privilege of having Google here to run what are called Google Expeditions. for lots of our classes through the Google Expeditions Pioneers program. What happens in a Google Expedition is the teacher controls a virtual reality tour using a tablet to show different places on the tablet, and students view through this virtual reality viewer a 360-degree full image of what it is that the teacher is displaying. It's just another step in SAR's mission to bring the best of educational technology to our classrooms and our students.
Having the chance to explore the Google Expedition we just did in our classroom in Tanakh, we looked at ancient Egypt and we got a chance to see the pyramids and the Sphinx and different parts of the society up close. For the students, I think it was really cool to just give a little bit of a visual image to what we talk about when we talk about Tanakh, give us a sense of what ancient Egypt might have looked like a little bit. And so for us, I think having that, this as a tool in the classroom is actually a pretty cool thing. I think having that extra layer really adds to our students' understanding of what we're learning about and what we're talking about, and I think is a nice addition to what we're doing in school.
These are virtual reality glasses from Google, and we can look anywhere in the world from different time periods and learn about things that are going on there.
And you can really see all the different parts of the world.
I think any opportunity that we have to make learning come alive, like I saw today with the Google Classroom, is really extraordinary. Kids could almost touch the pyramids, and when you look down, you saw the depth of this incredible structure, and to be able to make connections between our own personal history and what's actually there, I think brought the whole experience to a whole new level. It was really something very special for them.
Hi, we're back with the action at the David Cooper Memorial Basketball Tournament here at SAR High School. The second half about to start here between SAR and Boca. Boca leads SAR 18-12, and we're not quite sure the coach said to each team at halftime, but both the coaches should have said something about the fast break capitalizations, as both teams have been on many fast breaks and unable to finish.
And that's a great point. They've been running up the floor, running and gunning up the floor, and just have not been able to finish. They're putting it up, but they're not getting it down, as the great one used to say. Oh, tremendous defense there. Oh! Knocked away there.
As they see, Dahlia Fisher has been doing most of the offensive work for SAR. They seem to put a man on her, or they seem to be playing man all. No, they're not playing man on all around.
And if they really focus, I'm sure that the coach told them to focus on Fisher because she is the centerpiece of this offense. And if they're putting a lot of focus on Fisher, it's going to force some of the other guards to step up, like maybe Khan or Orbach or someone, because with Fisher down, they're going to need someone to step up big time.
Great steal and pass by Citron, but traveling violation. Looks like Boca's playing an all-out man, 5-on-5.
And I'd expect that. Their coach has got some tricks up his sleeve. Believe me, I've fallen for some of them before, and they are not kind. He's a nasty guy when it comes to making plays. Pretty nice guy otherwise, but when it comes to basketball, man, he's got some nasty stuff.
Fisher unable to hit the floater. One of the problems that has been occurring throughout this entire game. Remy down low. Blocked by Hecht.
And she just saw her and said, "You can go high, I can go higher, and I'm going to beat you." And that was some aggressive defense there.
Hecht's presence felt today.
And her presence was felt before, but now it's really felt now. And swinging it around the outside, they're just taking their time. You got a lead. You got 14 minutes to burn. You could actually win this game by burning out the clock if you do it right. I don't think that's their plan, but anything can happen at the David Cooper tournament.
Floater no good. Rebounded by Boca. Kicked out. Citron wide open for three, no good. Orbach trying to hang on to the rebound as she does, but she's trapped. Jump ball, and it's going to be Boca basketball.
And she got down there. We said, look at that replay. She is mad and bad on the floor. She wants it. Like we said, she's a child among women, showing it there, but she's not going to back down to any kind of fight.
Half comes up with another block as it goes back out to behind the line. Oh! Blocked by Fisher, but recovered back by Boca, and they'll retain possession once again.
Flexing and hecking that pass. She didn't want it to go through. Oh, a little bit of a brain freeze from Orbach. Seemed to be thinking about something else.
Citron misses the three. Fisher rebounds it. Going the other way, sees a hole, but can't finish. That's the one problem with man. There is many holes in the defense.
You got to finish, and you don't want to diminish your points. You don't want to diminish the chemistry, so that's a key. You got to finish and put the ball up there.
Orbach turns around on the pass, so she couldn't locate it, and Boca finishes, extending their lead to 9, 21-12.
Poor offense there again. This is becoming a problem for SAR. They want to put the ball in. They got to do it. Trying to stay optimistic is heck, but I'm not sure if everyone else gets the gist.
Citron, the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Fisher. She's kind of like a Rajon Rondo. Those triple doubles are rebounding, passing, and finishing point guard.
I never thought about that before, but that's actually a great comparison. That's strong, dude. Nice job.
Thanks, bro.
A little bit of confusion here. First moment that I've seen the SAR coach stand up. She might be getting a little antsy there on the bench, sensing a little bit of urgency, while the Storm coach is just kind of chilling there. He knows his team is up right now, and they've got all the momentum.
Time is not SAR's friend.
And
never continues to run.
And whose friend is time?
Clearly Boca's.
Yep.
They're just hoping to get out of this one with the W and improve to 3-0 on the tournament.
True that. This is a big game in terms of the standings. Both 2-0 teams, a real showdown here. And
clearly the two best teams in this tournament.
With all due respect to the other schools, but I think these two teams are really on a different level.
They have separated themselves from the pack as Fisher tries to go baseline but is stopped. Hecht, not where she usually is, as she's at the 3-point line, takes it in.
Might have taken 3 steps there, might have not. Let's just say I won't say the real answer. Nice passing on the outside.
Khan has it stripped from her.
She kept running when she didn't have the ball. That's a little bit strange.
Another jump ball, and it's Boca's.
Yeah. Jumping and bumping have the Boca Storm today.
As I heard the coach of Boca call it 2-on-2, so it looks like they're going to play 2-on-2 offense.
I don't know what that was. That's too easy.
Maytal Citron gets right by her defender, and help from SAR's zone does not come as she just lays it in easily.
Scoring, pouring are the Citron twins right now. They're on a different level.
She just tumbles to the ground as she loses the ball. Foul on Boca.
True that.
Mike, you seem to be saying that a lot today.
Well, what can I say? I've got an honest friend. That's true. Box play here.
Khan is up by the 3-point line. Hands it off to Fisher. Goes all the way around. Back to Hecht. Has stolen from her. 32 the other way. Hesitates, that's a travel.
And another turnover there.
The officials.
These are really starting to pile up. And I think that basketball is obviously important here, but another great thing to focus on is just the unity of all these schools coming together in Riverdale, New York. Riverdale tough, and really just uniting.
To remember David Cooper in this tournament.
Yeah, David Cooper, a great guy, and he will forever be remembered through this beautiful sport and the brilliant way in which it is played through these varsity girls teams.
Orbach with the rebound. SAR hasn't scored a single point this half, as Boca scored 4.
And
SAR really needs to get their offense going if they want to make a comeback here and keep their title hopes alive.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the decision to go with the shorts? We'll hear about that when we come back. Oh, we're going to stay. All right, so we'll give you the update right now.
Yeah, so I spoke to Mrs. Grislow, the girls gym teacher at SAR, and she told me that in the Yeshiva League, it's actually forbidden to wear shorts, so they go with the sweatpants. But since this is an SAR-run tournament, all teams are permitted to wear shorts. She told me that she really thinks shorts are way better than sweatpants because it gets to heat up in sweatpants, and it's hard to keep that energy through all 4 quarters.
No doubt about that. Nothing worse than a pair of sweaty calves at the end of a game. Yeah, so basically SAR, they're really struggling in this game. They've scored just 12 points, and they scored 6 points in the first quarter, so only 6 points in the span of over a quarter and a half. And so their offense has been anemic of late. They need to get working on offense, spread the ball like they were before, get some fast breaks. Fisher, move it out to Orbach, Khan, Hecht. They've got some good scorers, but they're not exploiting them right now. And Boca's defense has just been stellar.
You could just see the confusion and frustration throughout the SAR players as they do not know what hit them this game, as they've been ripping up the first 2 games of the tournament.
Yeah, a bit of a reality check, but I think they're going to respond well. Home court advantage. Meanwhile, on SAR Sting Spirit Day, the crowd has just gone mute. And no, we're not controlling the muteness of the crowd here on the SAR Broadcasting Network. They are really not making any noise.
As even more people came in at halftime, the stands are filled, but they are just stunned by the score, and no one is saying a word.
And Sichel running in with fury there to start out the play. She'll replace Hecht.
Sichel, the coach has told me, probably the most athletic person on the team.
No doubt about that. She is actually a member of the gymnastics team, the baseball team, the basketball team, the volleyball team, and the ping pong team. So she's got a real name for herself here in the SAR Sting Athletic Department.
That's stunning. That's a pretty well-rounded kid.
No doubt about that.
Khan gets the ball stolen from her by 32 again. Goes the other way. Foul called.
And this game is just not going anywhere for the Sting. They don't know how to exploit Boca's defense, and the twins, the Citrons, Maytal and Maya, have just been all over the place. Very low-scoring game, though. The Storm scored 60 points each of their first two games. They're not going to finish anywhere near that unless they somehow pull off 37 points, which I wouldn't rule out, but I don't think that's going to happen, while the Sting have just been terrible offensively since the beginning of the second quarter.
Yeah, Boca's offense has been slowed down a little bit today, but it's enough to give them the double-digit lead as they have more than doubled SAR, down up 26-12.
And these 5 bench warmers on Boca's team are making more noise combined than the rest of the crowd. And we've got some great bench warming memories, haven't we?
Yes, we do. Our bench warming days at SAR Academy.
And I don't know if that's a past worth dwelling on, I'd say.
Just like Troy Aikman is not commercial.
Yeah. You got my reference now, not the first time.
Our chemistry is unmatchable, man.
And let's get back to the game here. Whoa! Slinging it out is Hecht. Looked like a Hail Mary play there to Khan.
And Rogers throws it downfield, but Khan.
And let's just say that Khan was not the Richard Rogers to Hecht Aaron Rodgers there.
Yeah, I'm a huge Lions fan myself, and that was a pretty heartbreaking loss there last night, ruining our season. But let's get back to basketball. As Khan floats it up, but Sichel can't come up with it.
And I must say, I thought Sichel was just going to rise up there and dunk it home with all that I've heard about her athletic prowess. A little bit disappointed there myself.
Yeah, we can't say enough about her athleticism. Oh, a little underthrown. 32 the other way. Maya Citron finishes it. And the rebound is here in the second half. As Boca scored SAR 10-0 is their finishing ability. And SAR's back of it.
This is just becoming a blowout. Not the kind of games you want to watch, but I'm telling you, viewers, stay tuned. This is going to be a great fourth quarter. Don't leave us. Look at this replay. Just a brilliant pass. They've had this offense working all night. But I think AR's got it in them. Spirit Day, you can't let down the crowd. Such a good school, such a good atmosphere.
The students all behind the SAR Sting right now, hoping for them to come up with a win.
And
good pass.
Running down the floor with audacity, not the first time. She'll move out. I don't like that play. If you're Hecht, you want to go straight to the hoop, and just like that, she misses the jumper. As a
SAR still searching for those first points of the half.
Yeah, that is upsetting, to say the least.
Misses the three. Fisher coming in with energy. This is when she plays her best, when they are losing and she is angry. She puts up great numbers as the third quarter ends. And this is all here so far in the second half as they open a 28-12 lead.
The bench will give them a standing ovation. I don't know if that's they stand up for the timeout or they were just really excited about that play. And we will take a break. Fourth quarter coming up. Bad quarter for the Sting. So back to you from the fourth quarter. SAR. Sting just got dominated there. That was probably their worst quarter of the year. Just a sad play. We're back, bringing up the ball that first.
Something that we haven't mentioned yet today, SAR is undefeated this season, and this looks like it could be their first loss.
And if they keep making passes like that, it certainly will be. That is Citron bringing up the ball. She'll dish it over to number 34. Gets it over to 32. That is Frank. Frank getting a little trapped. The Sting have got to put on more pressure. Orbach doing just that, but try not to draw a foul. They'll get it over to Citron. No good. That's an air ball. Not sure what that shot was. And Khan bringing up the ball. That is certainly not what I've expected. Down 16 in the fourth quarter. I'm just not sure you want Khan bringing up the ball. And Exhibit A right there. She'll turn it over.
SAR, Boca just passing it around in the half court and finishing there.
30 to 12.
Toying with SAR.
Yeah. I think it looks like right now SAR might have put the wrong squad on. Looked like they're playing a little bit of JV basketball here. With all due respect to the JV team.
Orbach just throws it away. We are just surprised and shocked about what's going on with SAR as they just completely change up their personnel as Gabe, Askowitz, and Dweck all come in as subs.
That's an interesting move by the coaches of SAR. I like that move. Try to get a little spark in their offense. You never know what you're going to get with Askowitz. That's what I've been heard. That's what I've been told. She is a very unpredictable player on the floor, and that's pretty much what you want. You notice with those bright yellow neon shoes, anything can happen.
Boca just doesn't stop scoring, and SAR can't score until Adira Orbach hits that shot and puts up the first points for SAR in this entire half.
Orbach jumping and bumping on the boards there, and then swishing the shot there. She is a child among ladies, and she does not want that to be known. Foul there. Looking to make this another 20-point game. This is almost certainly going to be a loss for the Sting. I don't mean to be saying that so early, but they can't change anything right now. And the first shot, good. So a 19-point game, 6:06 left in this one. We've had a great time. I hope you have too.
Yeah, we were looking forward to this game for a while, and we finally got the chance to do it, and we are loving it out here today.
Oh, we sure are. Nothing better than a couple of pals talking about some great basketball. Even if you always want to try your best. And Askowitz stuck in the corner. Hit away by the Storm defender. Gabe running around with it. She'll get it into Kinches, her first touch of the day. And that is hit out of bounds by the Storm. Sting ball.
If you stay tuned and you like this one, the second half of our doubleheader here today at 12 o'clock.
This should be a good one. And that'll be another big game.
Maimonides takes on SAR. SAR playing another game today at 12, that is.
And
that is covered by Rafi Fisher, brother of Dahlia Fisher.
Yeah, it's certainly not the sister of Dahlia Fisher. I wouldn't want to make that mistake. Certainly not in front of him.
Right you are, Super Cent.
Right I am. And that should have been a bucket. They should have dished, swished, bucket, move on to defense, but that didn't go through.
SAR seems to be losing hope here with 5 minutes left.
And a quick announcement there. I think right now it's period 5, so any of you students I'm not saying that you guys are ditching class to listen to us, but period 5. And 34-14. Interesting move to take out Fisher there. She might have been preserving her for the next game. That's an interesting thought.
SAR seems to be just running out the clock on this one. Not a game they want to remember, but certainly a lot they can learn from it.
What a statement from Boca. Oh, wow. Getting on the floor there was Gabe. I didn't know she had that in her, but she certainly does. And
yeah, Boca making a statement here in this tournament, showing that they could be the best team and the favorite to win it all. SAR came in at the #1 seed.
There's the 4th point of the last 3 quarters. That just tells you how terrible this Sting offense has been. Crowd is absolutely mute. What a statement from Boca. Oh, I thought that might have been an up and down, but this refereeing has just been so good today that I'm going to let that one slide. Rebounded by Kinches, and she wants it.
Kinch is making her first appearance in a game this year as she is the manager.
Yeah, and
but she certainly seems to be enjoying this experience, as it's a great one.
Yeah. Manager coming into a game, I think we've both had that experience before.
Yes, we have.
So now really some going deep into their bench, number 21. That is Miriam Baitner, the senior.
And all the starters from Boca come off. Bench gets some playing time. Starters get a rest. And the coaches couldn't be more happy with the way their teams played today.
And I might have wanted to put Baitner in earlier. She's got those glasses, might help her on the floor. She knew exactly where her man was there, her woman. Sorry. And Dweck putting the ball up, getting it back and putting it back in.
Dweck making a 4th cousin happy with that one.
Allah.
I'm sure Miss Dweck is looking on to that one and screaming Allah, as that was a great play.
Sure was. And into number 1. That's fine. She actually did start this game, but has not gotten many minutes there. And number 34 gets it out to Baitner with the ball over her head. This game is just about wrapped up. What a terrible showing for the Sting, and what a great game for Boca. They knew what was what.
Boca just passing the ball around, wasting some clock as they just throw up a shot there. SAR's defense just looks tired and disappointed as their faces show it all.
Yeah, they sure do. Their faces are not pretty right now. And that is an air ball, but these minutes are pretty much irrelevant, except that you get to hear quality commentating. And that is obviously worth it. So stay tuned. We got another game at 12. That should be good. And this game is all but wrapped up with 2:37 remaining. Not how SAR would have wanted it to go.
Not at all. I don't even think it could have gone worse.
And SAR will play Maimonides next. Maimonides had a pretty rough showing yesterday. They lost to 21 by Boca. Not that SAR was much better, so that could be a better game than you anticipated. So if you thought this game was good, stay tuned for the next one. Couple of big losers to Boca.
OT possibility. That one will most likely come down to the wire. I'm excited for that one.
And anything can happen at the Cooper tournament. How many times do we have to tell you that? Hyman jumping up around the block.
For all we know, Opana could be going all the way.
That is true. That might be a bit of a surprise, but you never know.
That might be a surprise, but that's all we got here in the David Cooper Memorial Basketball Tournament. Surprises.
Ooh, coming off that 56-point loss against Boca.
That was a rough one. Opana having a bad start to the tournament, 0-2, only scoring 13 points.
That's true. Not exactly how you want to get started, but, you know, they're coming up from Canada. The air is a little bit different there. They've had a little bit of trouble adjusting to the oxygen levels here. And now 148 left in this one.
I think they prefer ice hockey.
Oh.
But basketball sure will do for them.
It sure will. And they're coming from Toronto, I'm sure. Pretty happy about the news that Josh Donaldson is the MVP, but that's truly irrelevant to this conversation. And number 23, LeBron's heir to the throne.
Just all the teams enjoying this great experience, great people, great atmosphere. Yeah. Everyone's loving it here, win or lose. We're all having a great time.
Just a great time to be a girl varsity basketball player. And she missed the first free throw there. Looking to make it a 17-point game. Now, the shot off the back of the rim, rebounded by Boca. That's been the story of this game.
Shout out to my cousin Tal Nyman on the camera duties tonight.
Doing a great job as always. Can't give enough credit to her. Shout out to Josh Lewis as well, head member of the SAR Broadcasting Club.
And really none of this could be possible without him. He's doing a great job for us and all you viewers out there.
So we got a minute left in this one. 30-26 is the score. Boca has just controlled this game. Dribbling out the clock. And getting it to the corner. 45 seconds left, and we just wanted to thank you for listening in on... Oh, Hyman. Aggressive swat there. I didn't expect that out of her, but she was blocking and flocking on that ball.
And then she finishes on that quick run. It looks like in the last minute here, that knee brace doesn't matter.
Yeah, and they have just unleashed the beast of Rebecca Hyman. We've heard about her, but we have not seen her in action today. And so we just again wanted to thank you for watching us. It's been a great atmosphere here today. We know that this game was really important to many people down south also. And this game is number 36-24. Strong finish by the Sting.
36-24. Boca wins after making the long up. SR is the first one of the year. And stay tuned at 12 o'clock in a little over an hour. SR is going to take on Maimonides. Also should be a good one as always. Good sportsmanship. Teams shaking hands. Smiles on everyone.
Fisher was really after the bulk of that fourth quarter. I don't know what that move was. Maybe they didn't want her getting too angry. But that should be a wrap-up. Shout out to all the parents whose children flourish in this game down south in Florida. And that's almost a wrap. What do you think about this game, Tony? And just wanted to thank you from the SAR Broadcasting Club. And that should be it. Oh, interview?